Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on this what I call Little Friday. Welcome on this February 15th to the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Beautiful Valentine's Day. It was perfect, picture perfect. Couldn't ask for any better. Temperatures running well above average. We had a high of 64 yesterday. 64. 51 is where we should be normally or on average. So we were 13 degrees above average. It just, it was extraordinary. A good day. Even if it was a bad day, maybe for you, sometimes Valentine's Day is not such a good day because that's when the most breakups happen. No, I've used that on my radio show this morning that's when the most breakups happen. It's unfortunate, but it's Valentine's Day. You'd think it's all about love and all that. Sometimes it's not. But even then, you had to look at yesterday with the sunny sky and the warm temperatures and just think, "Oh, this is wonderful." We're going to keep that one more day today. One day. It's looking good outside already this morning after somewhat of a chilly start, but things are warming up pretty nicely. Here's the live view from the Plano camp here in Plano, Kentucky, just outside of city limits of Bowling Green, looking down my street and across the street. Everything's looking fine, clear blue sky, but I do expect some high clouds to begin to move in later on today. It will be breezy. The winds are going to pick up from the south and west today. So expect some of that into the afternoon. But other than that, it's going to be a wonderful day again with temperatures again in the maybe mid 60s before we're done today. Just absolutely. Let's take a look at take a look and see how the skies are looking elsewhere. As a matter of fact, there it is. You can see some of those high clouds that I spoke of a moment ago starting to move this way from our west. We will see more of those, especially once we get into the afternoon and this evening. There's a system out west that's going to be the one that eventually brings us the next chance of rain, which is going to come by tomorrow afternoon. And rain, maybe with a little bit of snow on the backside. There's actually two areas of low pressure, one passing through this morning with a weak cold front. And that's what you're looking at there, that little line of clouds. There's not a front painted there, it's painted as a uh, disturbance, a shortwave trough, but it's going to come on through. We're not going to get any rain out of it. We're just going to get a few additional clouds out of this system. It's the second system that is going to come in later that is going to be the one that's going to bring us the chance of rain as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. Show you that here in just a oh, yeah. Thing is, hopefully it's not being this morning. I rated the internet, but sometimes I still think it's being throttled. You ever get that feeling for you? I mean, I know I do, but sometimes it's like I just feel like sometimes they're charging me more and it's being throttled back still. So I'll have to buy more bandwidth. No, that doesn't happen, Chris Allen. You're being misled. That's not the way it works. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Here's a look at the Kentucky Mesonet this morning. I'll zoom in so you can see the temperatures a little bit better. We're in the 40s. Good start this morning. The only place that's cold, guess where? With a stable air, high pressure overhead. Yeah, the coldest is Cumberland County on the Cumberland River down in Burkesville. 30.8, rounded up to 31 degrees. Everyone else, even up the road, like Edmonton and Metcalfe County, 46, 46, 31. That tells you everything you need to know about where these sensors are put. That one in Cumberland County on a day like this is always going to read colder because of where it is, near the river. And this one's at a higher elevation near Edmonton, almost 50 in a couple of spots, like over toward Bon Air and Barron County, 46 down in Scottsville. Let's see. Oh, well, there's almost 50 in Cadiz. Yes, 48. That's in Caldwell County, Princeton area. So, yeah, we got a little coolish here in Bowling Green down to Franklin, Russellville, but it's still 40s. That's good. A good start on this day after Valentine's Day, the 15th, halfway point in February. Or is it tomorrow that's the halfway point? Because it's leap year. That means we have 29 days this month instead of 28. So maybe the halfway point is no, it would still be because 15 times 2 is 30. We're not going to have 30 days. We're going to have 29. So it'd be 15 ish. Yeah. No, 14 and a half. Never mind. I can't do math. Can't do math. Never was good at it. I don't want my brain to work that hard. Okay. Speaking of numbers, here we go. With the model blender, interesting stuff here on the model blender. So today we've got one more fantastic day in the 60s. I'm going 64, possibly even 65. It just depends on how many of those clouds begin to move in. It's going to be a breezy day. Southwest winds at, 15 to 25, maybe up to 30. We could have a gust of 30 possible this afternoon. Cooler tomorrow because of the rain coming in and behind the cold front, which is coming in. And again, we're going to go 54, 53, 54, and then down to 26 tomorrow night. With any leftover moisture and with the track of the low pressure system coming just the way it needs to, or is going to, maybe, then we could see that rain end as a brief period of snow. That is still in the forecast. That has not changed. That's plenty cold enough for snow, but I don't think it's going to last. Ground temperatures too warm. This system is moving too fast. There's not going to be enough time to make impact on our area here in southern Kentucky. Further north, maybe for a brief time, even there. But then we're going to get up to 36 on Saturday with sunshine coming back. So whatever's there Friday night in the form of snow would melt away during the day. But here's where I think we could have some impact. It could be Saturday night into Sunday morning because we're going to get down to 22. That's cold. 36 to 22. Whatever melts on Saturday under the sunshine would refreeze Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's when I think we could see impact. Not necessarily tomorrow night, but Saturday night. But then we recover. We go back to near 50 Sunday afternoon. That would completely dry up anything that's there. And then 50s, 60s, you get the idea. We're back into the spring-like regime here for much of the rest of next week. Then next weekend, another brief cool down, and then we're back into the 60s. I still, except for this right here, don't see anything that signals, hey, here comes winter again. It's going to make a big comeback. It's going to be bad. Nope, this is not. This is not going to be bad. It's going to be brief and it's not going to amount to much. You'll get a little snow, but it's not going to last. Okay. So, I mean, there still may be a period tomorrow where the weather service decides, depending on the track of the low, we might have a winter weather advisory for a few counties. Then it's over. It's over by Saturday morning. It's over. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Let's maps. And the maps now, the surface maps have picked up a little bit better on how this is going to play out. And it's kind of splitting the difference between the northern track of the low and the southern track of the low. So let me show you that. Excuse me. Still dealing with a little congestion and drainage this morning. Here's the setup right now. Warm front. Here's that little trough and cold front, which is going to produce a few clouds, high clouds across the area this morning and this afternoon. But you can see any rain associated with this is going to be north of us. We're not going to see any of that, just a few clouds. Here comes the front into the midday and afternoon. This evening, low pressure system east of us may spit out a little bit of light rain as we get into tonight, early tomorrow. Then the front stalls down in the Tennessee Valley, and these waves of low pressure will start to ride the front. And here comes the moisture along with it. What has not been tapped into yet at this point is Gulf of Mexico moisture. Now, once that happens, then this thing will start to ramp up a bit, as you see here. This is Friday morning, 7 a.m. Rain to the west, snow to the north. They have the low moving out of Oklahoma, but which way will it go? Will it go north along the Ohio River, or will it go south into the Tennessee Valley? If it goes south, better chance for snow for us. If it goes north, better chance of rain for us. So let's see. Here's Friday afternoon and Friday night. So they've got the low tracking south. And then as the wraparound moisture is evident with the low pressure system, it's going to pick up the moisture, bring it in, but then it's going to be cooled. And some of that will come back around as some snow or maybe mixed. Again, depending on the exact track of that low pressure system. If it goes this direction, expect a little bit of both. If it goes even further south, expect a little more snow. But again, whatever falls is not going to be that big of a deal. And it's a fast moving system. It's not going to be here long enough. It's not going to linger. So we're not going to get much impact, if any, or accumulation. It's going to be gone by Saturday. Here's Sunday into Monday, high pressure in control. Tuesday, Wednesday, little precipitation to the north of us. Thursday, the next system comes in for next weekend. But really, next week is looking pretty good. There's just not much happening. It's going to be pretty quiet. We're not going to see much in the way of any kind of precipitation. It's all just going to be hunky dory. So there you go. All right, you guys. Anytime you need to know the weather, don't forget on your phone, download the new News 40 weather app. It's available, excuse me, in the App Store or Google Play. And I'll see you live tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on News 40. Have a great day and God bless.